Hey there everybody, what's up? It's your boy Shimshon the Gadite, and I'm here to tell you guys about Patreon. The magnificent Patreon. It's a good way to support your fellow content creators such as myself if you really care about us, and if you really care about me, you should definitely go and make a Patreon to patronize me. I mean, you don't exactly have to, I'm not gonna force you or anything, but it sure would be nice to show some support to your fellow brethren, right? So let's go ahead and get things started. The first tier is the Bromigo Tier. It requires $1 per month and it is really affordable. If you can spare $1, then that's like a can of soda, really. If you can give me a can of soda a month, then we should be good. Alright, so the first tier gives you access to patron-only content, sneak peeks of future projects, and you will be featured in the credits of my videos. As a matter of fact, you also get more input because as a patron, I feel like you have more of a voice. And I'm not just saying that because, I'm not just saying it because you give me money, but the more you support, the fact that you're able to support as much tells me that, you have some good ideas, so it's a good idea to support me, you know what I'm saying? As well, if you are on my Discord, you also get a really cool, really special patron role, which is called Passers. You also get $5 rewards from being on my Discord as a bonus. So, if you're on Discord's not for everybody now, because my server is public, so there's a lot of different types of people on there. But if you are willing to get the bonus, there's always that. On to the next role. We have the Bromigo Plus role. This one actually looks really cool, I'm not gonna lie. I probably should have saved the best design for last, but things happen. So with this one, this is $5 per month. You get high quality downloads of both JPEGs and MP3s. Now, on this, I'm just gonna go ahead and let you guys know there are a lot of exclusive tracks that I have for patrons that you will not hear on YouTube, you will not hear on SoundCloud, you will not hear anywhere else unless you're driving with me. There's exclusive music to Patreon, so that is definitely something you should probably take advantage of, because sometimes I'll save some of my best tracks for my patrons. So, feel free to definitely do yourself the favor and get yourself some access to some really, really good music. As well as the fact that, need I say, the tracks are untagged and I don't always post the full versions on YouTube, so you have the full versions on Patreon. So go ahead and check that out. On to another really cool one, the Mega Bromigo role, which is $10 a month. You have early access to future projects. Now, it's one thing to have screenshots and pictures like you would get by default on number 1. But it's a different thing when you can actually be involved in those projects and hear it and see it and feel it for yourself, because mind you, I am getting into game design. That is what I'm in college for, and I do have a team of people that are willing to get down and make a game or two that you guys can try out. So if you want early access to a lot of the projects, including a lot of the including a lot of the previous rewards mentioned, then you would definitely go for the Mega Bromigo role. Now, hold your horses. I know you guys are getting excited. You're like, oh snap, let me go ahead and become a patron now. But I got something even more exciting for you. So as I mentioned earlier, I am getting into game design, so that means yes, I will be making games, and no, I will not be using everybody else's ideas. Now check this out. As an Ultimate Bromigo, which is $20 per month, you will be able to get yourself inside of these games as a character, whether it be an NPC or even a side character, or if I really like you, even a supporting character, or if you care enough to be like, a little thing like a side item or whatever, like minced chocolate or a blueberry mint muffin or something like that. I can actually just name some things after you as well. But that's if you're a $20 a month Ultra Bromigo, and it's effective whenever I'm working on any projects, and you guys will see that come into fruition in the future for sure. So if you want to be inside of a game or inside of a story project or whatever, definitely do the Ultra Bromigo role. Might I also add that you get the previous rewards mentioned for every other single role. Alright, now I'm done with the regular roles, alright? So this one is actually kind of just an extra incentive because people like my graphic design, surprisingly. I mean, when I say surprisingly, I mean not really surprisingly, because I'm really good at what I do, and I don't think anybody disagrees with me, let's be honest. But I also have a special graphics pack roll, which is $70 per month. Yes, I know it's expensive, but listen up, this is why it's so expensive. For $70 a month, you get my full service. You have access to basically everything I do. Whether you need social media graphics, you need a profile picture, I got you, fam. You need a banner, I got you, fam. You need a logo, I got you, fam. But that's by monthly payment, and every month you get, you know, new stuff, whatever you need. Now I'll only be limiting this to one item of whatever per month, because, you know, let's be real, I have a life as well. Very little life, but you know, I still have one nonetheless. But you know, that on its own is kind of a steal, because I usually charge like 100 for a logo and, you know, other stuff. So, you know, if you're trying to save up on money and you know that you need a little spice up here and there or pretty often, then go for the graphics pack. You get my full attention, but know that I'm only limiting this to 10 people for this role, so that way I don't overwhelm myself, because I know I have a habit of doing that and it's really deadly. Shoot, I'm surprised that I even know what sleep is at this point in time. I had a teacher actually get on me about going to sleep and, you know, not feeling guilty about it. So, you know, if you feel like saving yourself some cash, if you feel like getting some really good service, then go for the graphics pack. You get that, and you get all of the rewards as mentioned previously. And ultimately, you'll be doing me a really big favor. So you get music, you get graphics, you get to be in projects, you get to see projects and experience them, and you get to have my services. That to me sounds like one hell of a deal. So, you know, check out the graphics pack if that's what you're into. But if you're not, you can always go for any of the other roles. You're still going to be important to me no matter what, okay? And before I go, I would like to give a really big thank you to all of my Patreons. I know it's supposed to be patrons, but I keep saying Patreons. Who knows? I might just be retarded, but that's a story for a different time. I would like to give a really big thank you to my patrons who have been with me for a while, who have supported. And I can assure you, a lot of the times, the money, like the Patreon money, always comes on clutch, honestly. So I really want to thank you guys, and I really appreciate it. Now, hopefully that you guys have seen this video. Well, I've been planning on doing this for quite a while now. You guys will feel more motivated to become a patron, whether or not you want to be a Discord patron especially, or just, you know, a regular patron that's not on my Discord server. It's up to you, but, you know, feel free to support your fellow Gadite, fam. You see, making music is not exactly the cheapest of hobbies. Have you seen how much a native instrument's VST costs? I'm talking $400 just to restore my orchestra instruments, and one of them actually just got messed up. So if you want to see some better music, if you want to have you know, some really good stuff coming in the future, Patreon is a really good way to do that. So, you know, well, it's been nice talking to you guys. I'm gonna go eat a Tide Pod or something and go to sleep. So take care, y'all.